name is Iwemm11Ruan-Soto. I'm from Chiapas at southeast Mexico, and I'm going to speak about myths and beliefs behind wild mushroom use. To speak of edible mushroom being used in regions of biocultural significance like Mesoamerica, it is necessary to understand them as elements of an inextricable relationship between cultural and biological factors. In the line with this, ethnomycology is a theoretical framework which helps us to understand the whys of relationships between humans and mushrooms. It has developed as a discipline beyond the mere description of how humans name, classify, and use mushrooms and the knowledge they have about fungi. To all to also explore the place mushroom hold in the universe of different cultures. We all recognize the significant mushrooms have in the north and center regions of Mesoamerica. There is a richness of nearly 400 edible species, strategies for their collection, and local specialists named hongueros who have great knowledge of mushrooms and use it to collect and even sell them. We also recognize the identity of the species with the greatest cultural significance, which are, above all, mycorrhizal micromycetes of large size and meaty consistency, as well as the existence of a very specific local systematics. However, not all corners of Mesoamerica are the same. Use often depends on the differentiate conceptions that each group of people has built around mushrooms, as Robert and Valentina Wasson realized when they coined their now famous terms of mycophilia and mycophobia. In order to understand the different ways in which people use or do not use mushroom, it is necessary to understand where mushroom stands in their universe and how they associate to other beings. I will speak briefly about an example in the Mayan region. The Mayan world can found south of the cultural area known as Mesoamerica. What is now the southeast of Mexico and the territory of Guatemala. It includes over 6 million speakers of one of the 32 Mayan languages, and it is a biocultural diversity hotspot in both of its distinct ecological regions, the highlands and the lowlands. First example, the Lacandon Maya. This ethnic group inhabit the highlight area in the map in a tropical rainforest, the lowlands. Ethnographic information report their ability to recognize 164 species, almost, of mushrooms, all with specific names, as well as ecological knowledge about them. However, they only use a small number of them, 12 species, while the rest goes unused. Why is there such a contrast? When we explore the origin myths for mushrooms, the Lacandon relate that when Hachakyum, the creator god, made mushrooms, they were meant to be food and tools for the gods. And it's Hachakyum himself and Kisin, the underworld god. But Lacandon want to eat these mushrooms, and Hachakyum told them they could not. He only purified a few of them and named them Shikin, Schizophyllum commune, Cayoch, the Pleurotus, different species of Pleurotus, and Loro, different species of Auricularia. Then told them they could eat those. The others mushrooms are food of Kisin, Huaquisin or Kisin's tortilla, different polyporoids, Kisin cop, different species of cocaine, or Kisin's brood, different species of Ramaria. This origin myths echoes forth in our times when people still consume only these few species, all named, but do not use all other mushrooms because they belong to the god of underworld, Kisin, and have names associated to him. Second example, on the other hand, the Tzotzil of Chamula, who inhabit in a temperate conifer forest, have, according to ethnographic data, detailed local systematics and abundant ecological knowledge. Also, they consume at least 21 ethno-species. They can recognize around 15 toxic ethnotaxa and collect in a relative intense manner. Why are they so different from their Lacandon cultural relatives? Shepard, Glenn Shepard, document an origin myth which relate that according to Tzotzil mythology, God created different versions of humanity, which he disliked because they didn't know how to adore the gods, and eliminated one over the other via deluges. In the last deluge, when the waters retreated, after the flood waters subside the crops and being destroyed, and there was nothing to eat, so our lords, say Chamula persons, first act was to make the edible mushrooms grow. Mushrooms are thus Yutzil Pulimal, or the grace of the flood. God first give to Chamula men after suffering through the long days of rain. In this sense, mushrooms are natural elements that can generate great benefits when used. However, they are more than just a resource. We need to understand where they stand in the universe of the humans that relate to them. Thank you very much. Thank you for the organizers. I'm Felipe Ruan-Soto. I work in the Universidad de Ciencias y Artes de Chiapas. Thank you very much.
Questions to the organizer and pass on to Felipe.
So, if Felipe is not online, we can go for the next talk. Bueno, so we will pass to the next talk, okay? Okay, so now is the turn we invite to Ruth Rachenberg, very quick, from the Institute of Physical Education, Dignes, Argentina, winner of the scholarship granted by SPAN, who will expose about the Serifangatis Patagonica, representation of fungi in culture. Thank you so much.